Happy April, Aquarius. Before I begin with your reading, I want to first start off by apologizing for not being able to do last week's reading due to some technological inconvenience, okay? Also, this is the Crux Ansata spread. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with this spread that I do. This will be for April 2nd to April 9th, okay? So I'm going to throw in the extra day, which is Sunday, because I am doing this on Saturday the 1st, okay? All right, Aquarius, let's begin. For your starting point, you have Oxumar. Okay, this is like the Wheel of Fortune. This could be doing really well. Finally getting everything that you've been hoping and waiting for. You could have just moved. All right, you could have just had a child, and you're really happy about the location that you're living in. You like your neighbors, and I feel like you're interacting with a lot of people in your neighborhood too. All right, they could actually even be bringing you gifts and those kind of things, okay? If not a move, I feel like you're really happy in a relationship that you're in right now. I feel like the person is really helpful to you. This could be a new person, so you could have dropped an old relationship and started something new with someone else immediately is what it feels like, okay? But I feel like this person came in and kind of like saw you in a like kind of like a difficult situation in terms of like on the emotional level, and they wanted to be there for you. All right, but you decided to hold on tighter to this person is what it feels like, okay? So they could have came in and kind of like they could have been a friend of a friend, and they could have like been consoling you from a loss, or they could have been consoling you like you just lost a job, a family member, etc. But I feel like not only were they able to do that for you, but they also stuck around, and you decided to hold on to them. Maybe you saw, this feels to me like there was some kind of attraction to this person in the past. You weren't really checking for them like that. All right, but now you're seeing something new and beautiful in them. Okay, if this is like an existing relationship, I feel like this is someone that you're dealing with that's also willing to change. All right, because now say you just had a child with this person, so now they're willing to change because there's a child in the middle in the picture now, so they have to change their old ways, old habits, old behaviors. All right, it is what it feels like. And they're really like down on their knees promising that they'll do this for you this time coming around is what it feels like to me, okay? So it's up to you whether you want to see the rainbow or if you just want to see the pot of gold. All right, so you either see the rainbow, the pot of gold and the rainbow, or just the pot of gold and without the rainbow. All right, with this person, okay? In your second position, where was I? You have what you're waiting on. Okay, you have the 9 of water here. The 9 of water is like emotional. It has to do with your emotions, but you could be waiting on emotional security from someone, like I said, that had been kind of flaky in the past, but now they're like coming into themselves. All right, coming into themselves. I feel like you are dealing with someone who is younger than you also, that they could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, could be a child, all right, that you're being very nurturing to. You're happy, there could be a baby, like I said, but you're very nurturing to this person that's around you right now, being very motherly, being there for them, taking care of them, okay? So I'm feeling like breastfeeding and all that kind of stuff. So okay, this feels like a motherly situation to me, all right? If not that, I do feel like you do have a job that you enjoy doing, okay? With this, I feel like a clothing department. So there is a job that you really like. Okay, you like working in sales. You like doing store work. You like being able to help other people. Is what this feels like to me. Okay, and people really like you. So that's always a good sign. Bring more people back. The more you smile, the more people you bring back into your space. All right. So that's a great thing. It could also be that if not that, you could be waiting on a promotion as well, or waiting to hear some kind of news about a loved one in your life right now also is what this feels like. In your third position, which is your present, you have female issue. All right, pretty straightforward card. It's a female in the middle of the card, and what is around her is a heart, so I do feel like you have a lot of love around you. All right, if you are a female. Okay, you're celebrating, you're having a good time with family and friends, all right, but it's all circulated around you is what it feels like, okay? There's happiness here. You could be drinking, having a good time, parties, okay, anniversaries, weddings, etc. I feel more like party, like a housewarming kind of situation here, all right? So you're having a good time, Okay, this is what you're dealing with in your present. You're not letting anything get in your way. Also, you're kind of just free forming, dancing, having a good time. I feel like you're doing a lot of partying. Definitely doing a lot of partying here. But for some reason, like I said, there's some kind of wasted time here. Maybe someone is partying too much and letting their responsibilities fall to the wayside a little bit. Okay, so be careful about how much you're partying and what setting aside your priorities from like recreational things. All right, so just be careful that you make sure that you get the important things done and then you party. Okay, kind of like coming home and doing your homework first and then playing video games, like that kind of thing. So just take care of the important stuff first. All right, like unpacking if you just moved, and then jamming, listening to music. Just get the important stuff out of the way, basically. All right, in your fourth position you have the future. You have Alekba. Okay, this is about working very hard, doing well at work as well. People like what you do, like I said, so you're getting a lot of attention at work. All right, if this is your home life, I feel like someone is definitely working hard to keep your heart. All right, to hold your heart. They want, like I said, you have someone that's making promises around you. Okay, and it's up to you whether you're like, okay, I'm keeping you on tabs here. Are you gonna follow through with your word, basically? Okay, is what this feels like to me. All right, so with this also, I feel like you are living in an area where there's a lot of diversity. Okay, you black, white, Asian, Hispanic, etc. people around you, and I feel like you may fall into like the mixed category. You don't really fall into like a category where, okay, black, white, whatever. You could be like biracial. You could be black and white. All right, so I feel like there's some kind of situation where someone could be coming to you and asking you questions about your ethnicity, about your background, but I feel like you're a little stuck. You don't really know what to tell them. Like am I Puerto Rican, Dominican, am I like Nigerian and Polish, like that kind of feeling to me. All right, you don't know, you can't really, you're some of both, so you don't really know which way to go. All right, with people asking you these kind of questions. It is a work situation. I feel like you're having issues with diversity at work as well. There's some kind of energy of like being different, and people are making it known that you're different, and they're coming to you and they're kind of making you feel a little bit interesting. I'm not going to say uncomfortable, but it's like it kind of puts you in the middle of a situation you don't really know how to get around because you're different. All right, so this doesn't have to be like the color of your skin or your ethnicity, etc. This could just be like if someone's disabled, if they have some kind of disabling situation, if they have something's just different about them, if they have a child, they're a young mother, okay, or they're an alcoholic, or they're like there's some kind of situation where you feel ostracized. There's some ostracized energy going on here. You could be meeting people where that you could be being introduced to a group of people you don't normally hang out with, right? So that's what this also feels like, and there's some kind of uncomfortable energy going on here with that, but it's not necessarily negative. It's just that it's basically you're in an environment where you never thought you'd end up living, or you're in an environment where you're surrounded by people you never thought you'd end up like really spending long periods of time with, is what it feels like to me. Okay. In your fifth position, you have your instincts. Okay, you have Iku. Pretty straightforward. It's like the death card in the Rider-Waite. Okay, your instincts. There's something that needs to be seen about your life right now. It may be a little bit hard to see it. All right, so this could have been a passing. It could have been some kind of situation, drastic change, but it doesn't have to be negative necessarily. And I feel like you're trying to make sense of it. You're trying to better understand like why it happened. Okay, so I feel like if this is someone that passed, not recently, but like maybe like a month or like almost a month ago, I feel like you're in the middle of like an investigation as to like what happened to them, like what caused them to fall ill, why were they sick for so long, all right, what happened. And I feel like you're still trying to figure out that, but I feel like it's not that you're trying to figure it out. I feel like you have some kind of weird There's some kind of interesting spiritual tie into how someone passed that you're trying to. I feel like you understand it, but it's not the kind of understanding that would be on the news, for example. It's more like on a deeper sense, more on a spiritual sense. Okay, like something that people don't really talk about. Okay, it's something you won't find on the news. It's more so like on the surface of what happened to someone, but on a deeper spiritual level, you understand why they were going through what they were going through. In your sixth position, you have what you've accomplished, and you have a great card here. You have the sun. This is like success, and you got the Ankh right in the middle of there. All right, very spiritual card. It also represents success for me. So I feel like, yes, you have moved. You finally have your child. You finally have your happy family at home, but there's something missing is what it feels like to me. Okay, I feel like you're worried about your security, about your family security for whatever reason. Okay, I also feel like you're worried about your spiritual security. All right, maybe your dreams have been a bit haywire lately, or maybe someone in your life has been a bit sporadic in their behavior, and you're trying to keep them under control. All right, or maybe your behavior has been a little bit under control, been sporadic, and someone's trying to keep your behavior under control for whatever reason. All right, but if not that, I feel like it is an accomplishment. I feel like you are doing the necessary things you need to do to keep yourself busy. All right, and keep yourself from going back to old ways. If this is a new job, congratulations. I feel like you're getting a lot of attention at work. Also, and you, like I said, you do have people around you who are praising you and who feel like you do very well. And you're expanding your business, and you're also not only your business if you have one, but you're expanding in terms of like you're taking your business and you're traveling to other places, possibly around the world, Europe, Asia, okay, around the US, etc. Okay, so great job keeping yourself stable, basically. In your seventh position, you have your spiritual self. That's a good thing that I went spiritual there as well. You have the Five of Water here. This is like grief and sadness. So like I said, there's some kind of spiritual sad revelation that you came to. It could have been about someone else. It could be about yourself. Okay, maybe you don't feel grounded spiritually. You're worried about spiritual attacks. Okay, so you do have, I feel like you do have like spiritual protection in terms of like evil eye protection, malas that you wear, those kind of things around your neck, around your ankle, that protect you from spiritual attacks from other people. Because you may have noticed someone, like I said, there may have been a situation where someone had some kind of spiritual situation going on here that you won't find on the news. This is more like existential. All right, so you're worried about yourself being spiritually attacked. So, but I feel like you know what to do already. Okay, so it could have something to do with a water sign, a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, where it's more to me like you watch somebody suffer spiritually and with their health as well. So when your health deteriorates, so does your spiritual health. Okay, because it's all tied in. Everything is tied in. Everything is left, right, is west, north, east, and south hemisphere. All right, so in all quarters, sides of your body here. All right, is what it feels like. And I feel like you possibly could feel like you're being pushed and pulled with all kinds of ideas in terms of your spirituality. You could be having bad dreams, but then at the same time, you could have people trying to introduce you to things that aren't really good for you. All right, know what's not good for you. Okay, know how to protect your family as well, is what it feels like. I feel like you feel like you're being stalked. You feel like people are watching you for whatever reason. There's some kind of unhealthy spiritual activity that's going on around you. Okay, maybe like you feel like someone's doing witchcraft. Maybe you feel like someone's evil eyeing you or something. So just be careful of those kind of things. All right, find the necessary. What I will tell you to come out of this, if this is something that you're worrying about, you should do Om Namah Shivaya. I will post that. Okay, so I feel like that's a perfect mantra that you can practice. If you're into that, you can practice that kind of mantra. Pretty much level you out spiritually. All right, help you ground yourself. Okay. Om Namah Shivaya 108 times. Okay? In your 8th position, you have your mentality. You have Ogun. This is like Cancer. This also represents the Chariot. On the card, though, however, there is a male. So you may be traveling with a male to get somewhere. You could be communicating online with a male. They could be a fire sign like a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. They're telling you, like I said, they're telling you something that is a bit heavy in terms of communication, and you don't really know how to handle it right now. If not that, you do have some kind of, you're moving out of depression. Some of you are moving out of depression here is what I feel like too. Okay, and with this, I'm feeling like someone is also into like costume design, so maybe you're like doing costume design as well. But there's some kind of situation where people may not really like it around you, so that's making you feel a little bit defensive about maybe the kind of style that you like. All right, like I said, with feeling different, there is something about you that is different, and people are pointing it out, and it's making you feel uncomfortable. All right, and maybe you're confiding in someone online about it. You're confiding in a friend about it, and it's like having some kind of effect either like with your family or like at work is what it feels like to me. Okay? People don't agree with your, not, it doesn't have to be your style, but people don't agree with your lifestyle is what it feels like to me too. Okay? In your 9th position, you have what's changing. You have the earth element, okay? This the earth element is, you could be dealing with earth. You could have a lot of earth around you. When I say earth, that sounds funny saying it without the sign attached to it. You could be, your relationship with the earth sign could be changing. All right? You could be moving farther away from them or vice versa. They could actually be... I feel like they feel like you deceived them for whatever reason. I feel like they feel like you kind of left them hanging, or you felt like they left you hanging, is what it feels like to me. If not that kind of situation, I do feel like there's a lot of weather changes around you that's affecting you. All right, so it could be like a lot of rain. All right, it could be like I'm feeling like sleet, or it's too hot, and it's like affecting you. It's making you feel sick. All right, I feel like some of you are getting headaches. All right, burning terrible back pain for whatever reason. All right, so you are having some kind of a painful weather, like a painful weather impact is going on here to you. All right, it's affecting your system, like your breathing, like you congested. All right, you're having some congestion issues. You can't really breathe properly through your nose. All right, what I'm feeling with this, you do feel like you're getting sick. This is what it feels like. Try to use some vapor rub on your nose, on your chest, on your back. All right, that really helps open up any clogged up areas around you. All right, I'm feeling Dettol with this too. I don't know if you know what Dettol is, but that kind of helps in terms of like breathing. That helps you breathe. I think it's Dettol, something like that. Humidifier would also help you with your breathing. In your 10th position, you have your resolution. You have the air element, which is your element, okay? Coming into yourself, coming into changes in your life right now, okay? Like I said, a lot of life changes going on for you right now, okay? Which is why you have Iku. You had some major transformations going on within yourself on a spiritual level, on a physical level, and also with people, how you deal with people around you. A lot has changed, all right? But it took a while to change, is what it feels like to me. So, but everything finally came full circle for you, basically, is what I feel, what it feels like. And it's almost like you're pretty much done with a situation also, and there's this need to possibly move somewhere else. Not move as in like move house, but like mental and more so like spiritual, move into something that is probably, you feel like it will be better for you. Okay, so I feel like you're maybe going back to church is what it feels like to me. Okay, you're taking your child to church, or your children, or your boyfriend, girlfriend, etc. All right, someone is, I feel like, is also like in the choir, possibly singing. Okay, possibly thinking about joining a choir, etc. Like that kind of thing. So you got some major changes going on in your life right now, but it's for the better is what it feels like. Okay. Holy. I just heard like Holy Ghost. Yeah, so somebody is in church. Someone's getting like anointing or getting prayed for or something like that. Okay. All right. All right. That concludes your reading. Don't forget to like if you enjoyed it, comment if it resonated, and subscribe if you want to see more. May many blessings come your way, Aquarius. Take care. Bye.